The revolutionary powers of masterminds. If you see in any industry, any successful person, whether it is like billionaires, millionaires, the great athletes, the great singers, everybody was in mastermind. Do you guys agree or not? Let's go straight to the top, right? Have you guys read the book like Think and Grow Rich, right? Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. Like every great successful person have been in masterminds, and that's when great magic happens. And if you guys see even what Tony Robbins does, proximity is power, right? See, are you wasting time thinking about what to do, what not to do, how things work, how to go about? Now you are at the right place. I will tell you what is the ultimate power of masterminds. Basically, let's understand even before we get started, how do human beings learn? How do we learn? Right? Basically, the first most important thing is how do we go and learn? We basically learn from our parents, from our environment, what they speak, how our parents speak, how our relatives speak, how our neighbors speak. Then we go to a school, right? In fact, human beings are going to be so dumb mission on the planet if our parents didn't show exactly how to walk, right? Trust me, guys. Do you guys agree or not? If they don't know, if they don't teach us how to walk, maybe humans will be crawling, right? Instead of 2 legs, we will be walking in 4 legs because we don't know how to walk, we don't know how to eat, right? Everything was being taught from our parents because we are the most sophisticated machines on the planet, but if someone doesn't teach exactly how to go about what to do, what not to do, we'll be the most dumbest machines on the planet, right? Now let's understand basically why it is so important. Now even if you see all great successful people, right, like proximity is power. If you see any successful person, like example Mukesh Ambani's son Anand Ambani and the another son and their daughter, they are in their 20s, right? And right now they lead the like they are the CEO or like the board of directors of Geo, right? Just imagine a company with more than like 2 lakh employees, Anand Ambani leading the team, right? Most of the board directors will be in the 40s, 50s, and 20s guys are like leading companies. Isn't it crazy enough? Right? Because the parents understand the value of time, having the right mentors. Let's go back to the history. Let's even understand Alexander the Great father. When Alexander was like quite young, like 14 years, 15 years, he basically sent him to Aristotle. Aristotle had a mentor, Pluto, right? Because he knew what Alexander the Great didn't know, his mentors was having, and that's why he trained them, right? And basically, I'll just bring it down into few fundamental blocks where you'll be able to understand why it is so important for us to be in any part of mastermind. Now see, there are multiple ways to learn. One way is like go the cheapest way. I'll tell you from the cheapest way to the costliest, the most expensive, the fastest way. Right? In that you can just choose whatever way you want to go. The cheapest way for you to become successful is go to Amazon. Figure out whatever your industry is, like you want to become a millionaire, billionaire, dancer, singer, whatever it is, right? Go and order like 10 books or 20 books, and hardly each book costs you like $10, $15. There is so much of golden nuggets out there. You can go and read. It's extremely cheap, right? First is books. Second is like courses. You can go out there, like maybe Udemy, maybe someone, whatever mentor, whoever you want to choose. You go out there, buy like $50, $10 course, $100, $1,000, whatever course it is, and learn and start implementing it. First thing is books, the cheapest, the fastest way to learn, Googling free information. Second is like courses, and the third one comes like having a coach, having a mentor with you, right? And then the fourth one is masterminds, and then fifth one is in person. See, in person is like rarest of the rarest. Now imagine if I want to learn and become the best in the business, right? Like I have to learn from like basically the best of the best, like Andrew Carnegie, right? John D. Rockefellers, right? Like Dhirubhai Ambani. But right now, Dhirubhai Ambani is not alive, right? Andrew Carnegie is not alive. Rockefeller is not alive. And if I want to learn about spirituality, I want to learn from Saint Kabir Sahib, like the saint of saints. Right now, they are not alive. The only way how I can learn is learning from the books, right? That's the best way and the fastest way to go about, and that's what exactly you can do, right? in person. If you're not able to meet them, if you're not able to speak to them, better have like basically read the books, learn. And now if you just see, even in my room, in my desk, you guys can see I have like Naveen Jain's photo, like my personal hero, right? And my mentor, whom I got started into coaching, consulting, like Rahul Bhatnagar, Saurabh Bhatnagar, then Sam Owens. Even though they are not with me, I basically program my brain in a way that they are in front of me, right? My mentors are in front of me. I'm seeing them. I'm working. And they are also seeing me, right? I have some level of fear what my mentors are seeing me, that if I go wrong, I must not do it. I have to abide to the rules, and that is why it is so important for you to also have mentors and joining the masterminds. Now see, basically I tell you what is the most important thing, why we have to go and be in a mastermind when all the information is available for free. That's absolutely right. Now see, the first most important thing is accountability factor. You can go and read a book, right? Like Law of Success, I can go and read. Success is like fundamental rules of success is like this. If you can do it, if you can believe it, like you will be able to get the results. Everything is great, but there is no accountability. If I go wrong, there is no one to correct me or like tell me wrong. Second thing is community. We all guys know, when we go to school, right, we all have spent lakhs of rupees doing our degrees, education. One thing what I love about the school and the college is the community. I'm able to meet all the like-minded people who have the same goal, like a vision, right, to become an engineer or like become something great and contribute to the world. Right now, the most important thing is community. When even I was in school and like college, I used to have a lot of fun with my classmates, and that's the beauty of like school or college, right? You can have a lot of fun, you can learn a lot as well. When I was in my school and college, even during exam times, I used to not just learn from the mentor or like the teacher. I used to learn from all my friends. I used to surround myself with all my class toppers. I used to sit in between everyone and ask them question. Hey, what is this answer, man? What is that answer? And they used to tell me like short answers, and those are the things which I used to remember, because I didn't have so much what I can tell, like concentration or like willpower to remember everything. I used to forget the things a lot, right? And that's how I was learning. Basically the accountability, community, and the self-beliefs. See, our beliefs changes. What we believe, what we want to make right now is based on our past experiences, our environment. See, our environment has more power than our willpower. Now I'll just give you with an example what my mentor told, like Naveen Jain. The same person in India, right, who was making like very less money with $5 in his bank account, when he went to United States, he worked so hard, like 15 hours, 18 hours days, and he is impacting millions of people at the same time. And today his net worth is $8 billion. Now another example, when I went to Dubai, the same Indian who is in Dubai is a complete different person, right? He's an Indian only, his name remains same, he's still the same person, but the person who he was here in Kerala or like in India, Bangalore, and the person in Dubai is completely different. He's working very hard, right? And that's the most important thing. That's why having the right environment and mastermind can give you that same vibes, right? And the experience. Now imagine I want to go out there and start doing something. If I want to become a millionaire, like how to go about what to do. See, I'm right now like 24 years, right? And if I want to learn, I basically learn from experts, like the top 1%. I don't want to learn from our own mistakes. Like see, Abraham Lincoln once said, a fool learns from his own mistakes. Basically what he told was, a question what you have, if you don't ask, right, you will remain fool for your rest of your life, right? Like just ask whatever question you have. Now imagine if my goal is to how to become a millionaire, right? Now imagine if the goal is how to become a millionaire. Let's understand the time, right? How much time it will take. On average, what people tell us, it will take like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. That is what you can just go to like Google and do research. An average business person, it takes like 10 years, 15 years or 20 years, and they are in the 30s or like 40s. An average millionaire both in America, India, or any other country in the world. Now if you want to do it fast, right, now Snapchat CEO, he became billionaire in his 20s. Mark Zuckerberg became billionaires in his 20s. All these tech entrepreneurs and other, like, basically if you see other entrepreneurs, let's not just talk about billionaires, they can be even outsiders, but what I'm trying to tell you is like even millionaires. How is it like possible? Even if you make $1 per 1 second, all it takes is like 11 days, right? One day has 24 hours, 24 hours, 60 minutes, 1 hour. If you just calculate 60 into 60, 1440 minutes. 1440 minutes is like 86,400 seconds. 86,400 seconds into 11.5 days is going to be 9,993, like basically almost close to 1 million. Now it takes like 11 days if you were to hit like $1 million if you make $1 per every second. Now, do you know the way? See, in universe, everything is like a formula. If you want to lose weight, it's all like go to gym, do exercise, do like jogging, do exercise, everything, right? And that's how. Now, if you want to become a singer, take a mic, sing, learn, repeat, get the feedback from the best mentor, and you get it, right? And same even with drawing, have Picasso or like great artists with you, sitting with them, learn from them, like the fastest way for you to grow, right? And that's how like you will be able to reach your destination. Now it's all about your gap, right? Whatever you don't have, you have to figure out how you will be able to do that. And mastermind exactly shows that. It will show you like everything step by step, whatever problems you have, it is going to show you basically what are the basically the all the benefits, right? What a mastermind can do. The first most important thing is it will show you the shortcut, like the fastest way to reach your destination, like your goal. Second thing is the tactics. What are the tactics? What are the strategies? What to do and what not to do. Some people try to think so super smart or like super intelligent. Imagine you are here and imagine I'm in Bangalore, and if I want to go to Chennai, which is like just a few kilometers, like 300 to 400 kilometers, I can just go through a flight or this thing. But what most people do is they don't do it in the easiest way. They try to do it in the hard way. They think they have to go to like Delhi and then they have to go to some other country, like opposite direction. Now the distance is so less, but what they do is I'm going to eat the food like this, right? And that is what most people try to do, and they waste a lot of time, energy, money, because they don't know exactly how to get things done, right? Whereas a mastermind will show you exactly how to eat or like how to go, instead of you trying to revolve around the world to find the solution. And those are the keys, right? Like if you want to do it, like you have to figure it out. See, I didn't had money when I got started, like lot of money to learn and invest in mentors. I figured out like Rahul Bhatnagar sir was there in Goa. He had done like 50 consecutive speeches in 50 days, and I was like, my public speaking skills sucks, right? I want to learn from the best, and if I have to give credits, I have to give like credits to Rahul sir, right? The video which I'm making, because I learned from him, right? I have to be 100% honest with that. I was like, sir, I will do anything if I have to work with you. Do let me know, sir. Like, I want to work with you. I basically invited sir to like Reva University. Then and afterwards we created a bond. And then I asked sir, and so I was like, okay, come to Goa, and that's how I got started. I was having an in-person mentor, right? I was seeing how Rahul sir works, like so hard he works, like 15 hours, 17 hours a day. I was inspired, I was motivated, pumped up, and that's how I started to work hard. Before that, I've never worked like 12 hours, 15 hours in my entire day, right? That was the basically for the first change. And the second change happened when I got enrolled into like Sam Owen's programs, right? Basically it shows me how to go about like consulting, like the paradigm shift, like the my worldview, exactly how to go about, how to think like an outsider, think from first principles, right? All those things I understood, how to do the business in the right effective way, and how to be one of the top 1% consultants, right? And those are all the strategies I learned. Then again I was like, again it's like a momentum, right? I was again a little bit bored, and then I figured out doing a summit where I can learn from the best people, right? I started to launch a summit, like I interviewed like lot of entrepreneurs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure entrepreneurs like Lopin. Now imagine I didn't have the money. What I did is I said them, I'm going to interview them, I'm going to share the knowledge to the world, and this is my why, and that's why I'm doing a real knowledge club. And then I got an opportunity to interview like Lopin. I asked him how he became like the fastest growing companies in America and making close to $1 million a day. My mind was blown away, right? And he charges more than like $5,000, $10,000 for 1 hour consulting call, right? And I got like the opportunity to speak to them. Again, after a few days, I figured out, okay, now I know this. Now what next? How does a person become a billionaire and what it takes to become billionaire? I figured out like the best mentor is like Naveen Jain. I was able to relate with him. I was able to connect with him as because he is Indian and I am Indian. And he's like down to earth. He's like very simple. He's awesome guy. I loved his qualities, everything. And then I figured out what can be the best way to approach him, and never gave up. I was like constantly in behind him, and that's how I was able to interview. Now, if you just see, bringing a billionaire is not going to be like cup of tea for everyone, but I persisted and I brought them, right? An average person, like if you just go to like Google and see what is the time, right? What is the value of a time for a billionaire? It's going to be like $60,000. Someone whose net worth is more than $5 billion for even 30 minutes of time. That comes down to close to like 45 lakhs, 30 to like 45 lakhs per half an hour, right? And that's how I was able to learn, and that's how I was able to evolve. I figured out I want to become this, and this person has done this, learning from them, having them as like role models. And that is what exactly you have to do, right? My objective of sharing this video is not to tell you like I'm launching a mastermind, join my mastermind if you want to learn. My main objective is figure out what is that you want to learn, figure out the mentors out there, ask them, like do whatever favor you can for them, right? The same happens even with the oldest study like Indian culture. If you see, all the great people used to go to like Gurukul, even the great kings used to do like go with the sages and learn from them, right? Because there is the aura, the power, and the even today also, like when you go, right, the most important thing, it does not matter any religion, Hinduism, Muslim, Jainism, Buddhism, any religion in the world, right? Every religion in the world talks about like giving value to the world, giving value, helping people, not doing any harm, do good things. That's what we learn, right? These are the fundamental truths, like the fundamental principles. That's what exactly you have to do, and the mastermind will show you exactly how to be on track and how to get the things done, and that's how you will be able to reach your goals faster, quicker, and smarter, without doing all the mistakes on your own, right? And do let me know, guys, what was your biggest takeaway, because time is the most important element of our life. We just live once, we only live like for 75 years. Average life expectancy of a human being is 75 years. Why you want to do all your mistakes? Learn from other people's mistakes, work with them, do whatever it can, and that's how you will be able to become great and make a world a better place to live. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know what was your biggest takeaways. Do like, share it with your friends, and do subscribe as well. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.